Hi, I hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Raila Odinga showed his interest to vie for the position of the AU chairperson. And after that move, in a press conference, we saw the former Nigeria president coming in to endorse his candidature. Then we are seeing other leaders also coming in on the same move. In fact, after the former Nigeria president meeting Raila Odinga, there was another meeting between him and William Samoei Ruto somewhere in Mount Kenya. Of course, I believe this was at Sagana State Lodge. Now, with this move, the endorsements are now continuously coming in. We have seen the Azimio leadership coming out to endorse his candidature and stand with him, which is very key for today's analysis, and Uhuru's position, because there has been a thinking that those who believe that Uhuru should have gone for that, then Raila Odinga to remain here, akae hapa kama mtu wa kusaidia watu kwa siasa za Kenya. The fact is that majority of Kenyans want Raila here, but above all, again, the position that Raila Odinga is going for is also important. So, and if you check on the situation as of now to do with the ongoing AU consultation, there are high chances that Raila Odinga can emerge as the next AU chairperson. That possibility, because if you listen to the statement and the remarks from Musalia Mudavadi on framework of the reforms report of the AU, because then they have had several sittings on the same. He talked about the key modernization modalities put in place to facilitate the equitability or equitable election, equitable election of the chairperson and the commissioners of the AU. He's talking about the principle of rotation. If you come to this, then this is where a surety of Raila Odinga winning the position is there. As long as he gets the backing from East Africa, whereby will not have another person standing for the position, he has a better chance. Because now, if you check in a previous report, the indication is that it's only Eastern Africa and Northern Africa that have never produced the chairperson of the AU for the past 23 years. That is from 2002 going forward. Because Southern region, they have got a chance. Talk about Central region, they have got 2 times. Talk about West region, they have got a chance to lead. So it's Eastern Africa and Northern Africa. That means possibility of having 2 candidates is there. Maybe if East Africa will decide that it's Raila Odinga, then the Northern will bring a candidate and we see who can mobilize numbers to have their person elected. So I want us to go to the statement from the Azimio la Umoja leaders, because I've seen Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, Peter Munya, Eugene Wamalwa, David Murathe, and when you see David Murathe, then you have Jeremiah Kioni. But first of all, listen shortly from a statement, on a statement from Musalia Mudavadi, then we will go to the statement from the Azimio la Umoja as they endorse Raila Odinga's candidature.
The last 2 years, then there are various committees that were submitting reports. And one of the critical reports is the reform of the AU. And key there is the modalities that will be put in place and have been put in place to facilitate a more equitable election of the commissioners and the chair of the African Union. So clearly, the principles of rotation, so that the whole of Africa can be seen to participate, is important. In this particular case, for instance, we are trying to deal with a situation where basically Eastern Africa and Northern Africa have never had an opportunity to lead the chair of the commission for over 23 years, since 2002, 2003. the southern region has had a chance. The central has had twice. The west has also had an opportunity. So one of the key elements was that alphabetically, if you go in terms of regions, this provides a good opportunity for the East African region to provide leadership for the African Union Commission, for the African Commission. So broadly, these are it, and then we still have to discuss issues that relate to the conflicts, the peace and security issues
Now, before you go to the settlement, just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to this. Now, this statement was shared by the DAPK party. I have seen the ODM party sharing. I've seen other leaders, including even Peter Munya, and in fact, I'm going to read the one that Peter Munya shared. In the statement, February 16, 2024, Nairobi. Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition Party endorses Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, EGH, for Chairperson of the African Union AU Commission. Following yesterday's public announcement by our party leader, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, that he will be seeking the support of African continent in his desire to be the next chairperson of the African Union AU Commission, we would like to state as follows. Number one, as Azimio Coalition, we welcome and congratulate our party leader for the bold step of putting his name forward for the consideration of his most important role to the African continent and its people. We fully support his decision and we shall back his candidature to our fullest capacity. Number two, from the onset, Mr. Odinga has played a crucial and selfish role in the democratization of our nation. His sacrifice toward achieving socio-economic development, inclusivity, and stability of our republic are well documented. He has always put Kenya first. These are qualities that we believe are needed for the next chairperson of the AU Commission. Number three, as we all know, Mr. Odinga has a long-standing history of commitment to Pan-Africanism. We believe that as the AU chairperson, he will leverage his Pan-Africanism vision of identity and inclusivity to achieve an integrated, prosperous, and peaceful Africa driven by its own citizens and representing a dynamic force in the global arena. Number four, Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has an unparalleled track record of leadership in promoting democratic principles, human rights, and good governance. These qualities make him the most ideal candidate for the position of chairperson, the AU Commission. In addition, Mr. Odinga is bridge builder with uncanny ability to unify and foster collaboration among member states. In addition, we believe, that's number 5. In addition, we believe that Mr. Odinga is eminently qualified for the job, having been the AU High Representative for Infrastructure Development. He has traversed the continent, interacted with her people, and understands their wants and needs. Number 6, we are aware that it is East Africa's turn to head the AU Commission, and we do pray that the East Africa community, that is EAC, will support this bid of one of their most illustrious sons. Now they are appealing to the East Africa to support Raila Odinga's candidature for this. Number 7, we are confident that Mr. Odinga's candidature for the position of AU chairperson will garner overwhelming support from all corners of our continent. His broad appeal and international name recognition as a statement committed to Africans' progress makes him the right and the best candidate for the job. Number 8, we call on all our compatriots to give bipartisan support and ensure that Mr. Odinga's bid is successful. Mr. Odinga's win will be a win for Kenya, the region, and the continent. Indeed, that is true. If Raila wins this position, then he will go in history in East Africa and above all in Kenya and in the world. Number 9, Azimio remain focused and united on issues close to the people and give our assurance of our commitment to always addressing their concerns. And that is the statement. Now, in this press briefing, we are seeing several leaders coming together. That means Azimio, as a large, as a coalition, they stand with Raila Odinga. The presence of Jeremiah Kioni, the presence of David Lee, the presence of Peter Munya symbolizes the presence of Uhuru Kenyatta. Definitely in this, Uhuru Kenyatta has endorsed Raila Odinga's candidature for that position. Kuna wale walikuwa wanasema Uhuru should go for that. Even Azimio supporters believe that because they want Raila Odinga here. But it seems Uhuru is endorsing Raila Odinga to go for that position, and the case is closed. He will not be vying for any position. Instead, he will be supporting Raila Odinga's candidature. So, Jubilee Party and having Uhuru Kenyatta as the party leader of Jubilee has endorsed Raila Odinga's candidature. Martha Karua and Kalonzo Musyoka, they support that bid. Eugene Wamalwa is there. Therefore, the entire Azimio la Umoja, in a unified position, they support Raila Odinga's candidature. Sasa up to there, I don't know your views. But we can meet in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Though we all agree that going by what Mudavadi has talked about, there are high chances if equitable election is going to be considered. That means principle of rotation. So with the principle of rotation, we are left with the two sides, the Eastern Africa and the Northern Africa. With this, it means we might just have two candidates if the regions might agree. Like Eastern Africa, they agree that it's Raila Odinga. If they are convinced well enough. Then if the Northern agreed to have another candidate, they come up. And in that way, it can be the easiest way to propel Raila Odinga to that most high position. I don't know your views, but let us be in the comment section to continue with this discussion. Thank you so much and see you in our next video.